Hmm. Hey, shalom, shalom, Israel. Before I get started, as always, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waharak, HaKodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the men who rule well over Israel, also the same men that taught us this truth, and peace, blessings, and salutations. First of all, to the elect, the 144,000, and to the sincere Akim that are pushing this word in faith, truth, love, sincerity, and in diligence throughout the four corners of the round earth, and to those sisters that listen and learn, and to those that support the ministry. Shalom. Yes, the brother Yakana from the GMS Houston camp, coming back with another installment of GMS Practicals. And just wanted to go into this brief lesson this evening on America, aka Babylon, aka Babylon, and what's about to befall her, you know, which is going to be war, which we have already entered into, and the apostles and other brothers have been going into. But I was looking at this heading, man, of on I forget what this is from, but it was saying, it says, due to the lack of consent of the Syrian government, the United States is also involved in the international armed conflict in Syria. Finally, the United States is also undertaking strikes against Islamist militants in Somalia, Pakistan, Libya, and in Yemen. So the U.S. is stretched thin, man. In other words, they're all around the globe fucking with people, man, and fighting, and all that is gonna come back to haunt this place, man, so to speak. What's coming back will be the Lord's vengeance, man, against Babylon, not just because of what they're doing now, and not just because of the war, but because of the atrocities that this place has committed throughout the earth, man, from polluting the earth, pushing the alphabet group, same-sex marriage, just all the abominations, man, and not to mention the perpetual hatred against the Most High's people, man, against his brother Jacob, Esau Edom being the so-called white man, for all that he's done against his brother Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, and all 12 tribes, essentially, man, for what he's done, and then in pursuant to Psalms 83, trying to wipe Israel out, and lastly, for the blasphemy against the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and putting his place in the place of, or putting himself on the level of the Most High, man. So the Most High has something for him, and I'm going to just jump in here in the scriptures. I'm going to start with Jeremiah 50, verse 9, and it says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty man, a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." So the Lord's going to cause these nations these great nations from the north, starting with Russia. Then you have China and Turkey, Syria. I mean, all these nations, including America's allies, are eventually going to turn on her And this is going to be the recompense of the Heavenly Father. And the scriptures going to say that. But it's for all the atrocities and the the things that America has done against these other nations, and mainly the children of Israel, and most importantly, the blasphemy in the face of the Heavenly Father himself, man. You know, so all these great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves array against her. From thence she shall be taken. And that's when it says, the arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And those are those ICBM missiles, man. Over 200 million missiles aimed at this place. And every missile launched will find its mark. And there ain't gonna be no missiles bumping into each other, blowing up in the air. None of them are gonna be duds. You know how when you used to pop firecrackers for whatever occasion, July, Christmas, whatever, and you'd light it and throw it, or light it and get away, or whatever. Sometimes some of them wouldn't pop. They were duds. None of the ICBM missiles are going to be duds. They'll all be guided by the hand of the Heavenly Father via angels, and every missile, every arrow will find its mark. And as it says, none shall return in vain. Okay? But jump down to verse 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon. Round about her, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. So that won't be what it says, for she hath sinned against the Lord. So all these nations is saying is going to come against Babylon, aka America. And it says, all ye that bend the bow, those that launch missiles, shoot at her. No arrows are going to be left over. There won't be any missiles left over to be put in museums at a later date and said, these are the missiles that were used to destroy Babylon, aka America. There's not going to be, we shot all the missiles, but saved 2,000 or 3,000 just in case we need them later. No, it says, shoot at her and spare no arrows. Okay? Verse 15, it says, shout against her round about. She had given her hand. Her foundations have fallen. This place is going down, man. There'll be no defense to stop this. Her walls are thrown down. For the vengeance of the Lord, take vengeance upon her as she had done, do unto her. So you just sit back and think of some of the atrocities that America has committed against the rest of the world. It's not hard to see why whatever's done to her that she's already done to others, just a few of them are enough to wipe this place out. But when you add up all the atrocities, man, America's got a heavy bill to pay, man. And she will pay it through her destruction, okay? And there's no getting out of this. This is prophecy, man. And one thing about it, no matter what they do, what they try, you can't upset prophecy, man. It's just that simple. Prophecy is going to happen. It's going to be fulfilled. All right? So I'm going to jump over here to Jeremiah chapter 51. And I'll just go straight to verse 7 to the point. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay? So America has pushed this philosophy on the rest of the world, and that's what the wine is. And the nations have found out, they woke up and said, we've been duped. America screwed us over. They came in the name of Christianity and democracy, but all they left was death and destruction. They came with equality for women and all. None of this is biblical, man. None of this works out. And then the nations, not to mention, have been screwed by America, man. America's like a mafia don, man. You gotta kick, all these nations had to kick up to America, pay tribute and all that. Um, they had their hand in everything that these nations do. You see, they pretended that, hey man, we're gonna help y'all. This democracy thing is gonna work out. But the whole while, all America was doing was ripping these governments off. And these nations are pissed off and they're tired of it, man. And it's gonna all culminate in the third world's woe, in which America will be utterly destroyed. Simple as that. That's prophecy. No getting around it. Okay. Verse 8 it says, well, let me finish off verse 7. It says, and this is where the nations have drunk of her wine, because they fell for the okie doke. Everything America was pushing, they believed it didn't work. And then here we are, lost everything, pissed off, and America took it. They took the brunt of the minerals, natural resources, the best of the best, and left these people in shambles, man. So the nations are pissed off about that too. Verse 8 it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Verse 9 says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So it's saying that Babylon is fallen and destroyed. It's saying take balm for her pain, but that's not going to help. If so, she may be healed, but all the balm in the world ain't going to heal this place, man. There's no turning back. There's no rebuilding. There's no MAGA, that make America great again. When this place is destroyed, nobody's going to dwell here, man, other than desert creatures. But people will never inhabit this place ever again. It's going to be a monument speaking, saying this is what happens when you buck up to the Most High, man. And then rightfully so, And it says we would have healed Babylon, but again, there's no healing. And it says, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Kick her to the curb. To hell with her, man. This is her judgment. This is the recompense, man. This is the righteous indignation of the Heavenly Father, man. This is his justice. And it's just what it is. And that's how this is going to end. But as you can see, America, man, putting their 2 cents in everything that everybody's doing and attacking weaker nations, man, while the heavyweights, Russia, China, and all of them, they're just waiting, man, biding their time. And when the Most High says so, it's on, man. And then this place will be utterly destroyed. But looking at all the atrocities that America has committed throughout the planet over the years since she came into power, you can't help but say, hey, man, you got your comeuppance, man. You are now going to reap what you sowed. You sowed destruction. You're going to reap it, So that was it, man. That's all I had on that. I just wanted to do a brief lesson, man, because I had seen that heading about America, man, doing all that they're doing. And it's not going to end the way they think it's going to end. So I'll go ahead and end it with that. And until next time, Abaratazah, a Shalom.